Hey guys, Coach Justin here with your at-home workout of the day for Monday, January 18th. Our prep for today, we're gonna start with 10 broomstick or PVC pipe thrusters, followed by 8 reps on each side of an Egyptian shoulder twist, and finally 20 seconds on each side of a supine position, psoas hold. So starting with our PVC thruster, you're gonna hold that PVC or broomstick here in the front rack position. Feet are shoulder width apart. If you can get those elbows up in the front rack position, great. If you have troubles with that with your shoulder or lat mobility, then you can just have your elbows underneath that pipe. You're gonna squat yourself down, keeping your spine nice and straight and upright, and then drive through the legs and press that PVC pipe or broomstick up overhead. Lock out those elbows before going into your next rep. Just trying to take ourselves through that full range of motion under minimal load. Next, we're gonna do 8 reps on each side of an Egyptian shoulder twist. So what you're gonna do is take those arms way out to the side and rotate one armpit forward and one armpit hide it away and face the side where your palm is turning up. And then change the rotation of your shoulders as you change the direction of your gaze. And alternate back and forth until you've completed 8 reps on each side. Finally, our supine position psoas hold. So you're gonna make your way to that supine position on your back. Start off with both legs straight up and then bring one knee up and press against it with your hands. So you're applying force, counteracting from the knee force upwards and driving and pushing against each other as hard as you can for 20 seconds. You wanna feel this in your hip flexor here, your psoas, pushing that knee upwards, but resisting from your hands. So you're gonna hold that for 20 seconds, switch sides and hold the other side for 20 seconds. We're gonna go through those 3 movements for 3 rounds, and that's your prep for today. All right, our strength for today, we're gonna start with 8 reps on each side of a single arm dumbbell thruster, followed by 12 upright rows, and finally 10 slider knee tucks. So our single arm dumbbell thruster, you're gonna take your dumbbell, hold it, rest it on your shoulder in this half front rack position. Feet shoulder width apart, make sure that contact with your feet and the ground remains nice and flat. Your spine stays upright as you squat down nice and low and deep. And then drive up through the legs and explode up as you press that dumbbell up overhead. All right. Now, if you've only got a little bit of a lighter dumbbell and you want to do a few more reps, feel free to do so, maybe 10 or 12 reps, and vice versa as well. If you've only got a really heavy dumbbell and you want to do maybe 6 or 7 reps, that's okay as well. So once you've done your reps on one side, switch over to the other side and complete the same number of reps on the other side. Next, our upright row. In our prep section, it says that we should have a reusable grocery bag filled with some items, canned goods, your dumbbell you can put in there, other weighted items. And the reason we have that is it's gonna provide us the best type of odd object to pull up in this upright row. So with that grocery bag, you're gonna hold it out in front of your hips, pull those shoulders back, and then we're going to bring those elbows high into the outside as we pull that odd object to our collarbone and control it back down during the descent as well. Control it up, control it back down. All right, so we're gonna perform 12 reps there of the upright row. Finally, our slider knee tucks. So either a towel on a hard surface floor or a sliding disc or a baking sheet or pan on a carpeted floor. You're gonna plank with your feet on that slider, hands on the ground, nice and high, and then try to tuck those knees in until you get 90 degrees at the hips and knees, and then straighten those feet back into the full extended position before you tuck back in. Now, the goal here is to be as still as you can with that upper body and use that abdomen and the hip flexors a little bit as well to pull that slider in towards your chest. So in and out for 10 reps. We're gonna go through those 3 movements for 4 sets, and that's your strength for today. All right, our Metcon for today, we've got a 15-minute M-RAP, as many rounds and reps as possible in 15 minutes of 6 single arm devil's press, followed by 9 chair dips, and finally 12 high plank dumbbell pull throughs. So our single arm devil's press, we're gonna be alternating arms when we do this. If you've got 2 dumbbells, you can also do a traditional devil's press with 2 dumbbells, but I'm gonna start by showing you with my right hand. One hand, my right hand goes on the dumbbell, left hand on the ground. Either jump back or step back, bring myself to the ground, and either jump up or step up, and then get that dumbbell up off the ground, extend through the knees and hips, and then punch that dumbbell up overhead. There's 1 rep. I'm gonna change sides. There's 2, all the way to 6 before moving on to your chair dips. For your chair dips, 9 reps here. Start on the edge of your seat, hands just outside your hips. Walk your feet out until your hips are clear of the edge of the bench or chair. Bring yourself down with your hips, straighten out your elbows. If you want to make this more challenging, you can also straighten out your legs. You're going to do 9 chair dips, and finally we're going to do 12 dumbbell pull-throughs. So get into a high plank position with the dumbbell just beside you, beside your chest. High plank. What you're going to do is reach for that dumbbell with your far hand and pull it over to the close side. Replace that hand, reach it with the far hand, pull it over. Working on that core stability and anti-rotation. When you lift the hand up, you're trying not to twist or rotate as much as possible. And each time you pull that dumbbell through is going to be a single rep. So there and back counts as 2. You're going to do 12 of those dumbbell pull-throughs before going back to the top. So 15-minute AMRAP of those 3 movements, and that's your Metcon for today.